Yes? Hi guys, good morning. Good morning to everyone. Welcome to the second program of the DanPat journey. With me, as usual, it is already two episodes. I have the super duper Vicky.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
As the first time, Victoria will collect all the questions that you will share with us. So I will try to answer to everything, and you can write to us where.
Okay, on Facebook Live, on Instagram, YouTube, Messenger, WhatsApp, everywhere.
Everything. Okay.
Everywhere, everything.
Okay. WhatsApp, of course, for those
for
person who has our telephone number, even mine. You can
Yes,
write.
of course.
Yes, we will try to collect everything and we will answer. Okay. Today we are here on the LiveDinner TV patio to make the second episode of the DanPat journey. What is the DanPat journey for the guys who weren't with us in the first episode? Very simple, in 2 words. It is a documentation. It is a simple documentation on our daily live at LiveDinner.tv. LiveDinner.tv, who is a web television, spreading content day by day about a lot of topics. So maybe if you are very interested on that, you can go back to the first episode. You can have a look or make a question. We'll try to answer even in this episode. Today I don't want to explain what is LiveDinner.tv, but as said, I want to try to explain what we are doing and maybe even not give some advices, because as I told last time, I don't think we are already in the position to give some advices to people that maybe knows much more better about how to do in business than us, but just explaining what we are doing, how we are doing, where we are inspiring from, how we are changing our minds, our plans, and so on. So today Victoria in the advertising put a very interesting picture. Yeah, that a picture which is super interesting. First of all, I saw it and I was so much like strange, because I saw that the picture, it was with the Lithuanian with the Lithuanian name and datas on the telephone, but it was totally by case, because the picture, it was a Gary Vaynerchuk picture, and what is written there, it was okay. Let's show it. It is where should I show it? Where?
Idea.
Yeah. It's good. Okay. Ideas are shit without execution. Yeah. Oh, look, perfect. So. Yes, ideas are really shit without execution, and now what I'm trying to do, it is to execute. So there are really plenty of ideas. The thing that make really the difference, it is start doing that. The world is plenty, including myself, is plenty of people that say, I had this idea like 4 years ago and now it is like anything. It is Airbnb. I had this idea and now it is I don't know, WhatsApp or everything. The only thing it is to start by doing. So we had this idea, we brought this idea from Lithuania. Therefore, for me, it was really strange to look the Lithuanian data on the on this picture. Of course, there is no connection with that. And we brought this idea in Spain. It is a web television. We are publishing day by day content on our page, on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook channel, on our Instagram account. We are starting to work as well with Twitter. I want to start to work as well with other things like Pinterest, Snapchat, and so on. So it is a work by day. The guy who was the signature, who was in this picture, it was, maybe most of you know him. Who don't know him, I really recommend to have a look on his contents. It is Gary Vaynerchuk. Today I just wanted to pay a little tribute to him, because basically I'm not consuming except of sports any content in no way. In Facebook, in YouTube, I'm watching quite small YouTube. I'm basically not watching television if it's not sport. But there is one guy who catch my attention like 2 years ago, and I'm trying to execute something that is showing. So today I thought that in the second episode of the DanPat journey, I wanted to pay a tribute to him. Gary Vaynerchuk, where it is an entrepreneur, is, as he was used to say, he changed the way to look to entrepreneurship. I think we have more or less the same age, maybe a couple of years older than me, but when we were young, it was not so cool, it was not so fun to be entrepreneur, and the name, it was like businessman, it was different. Now there is like it is like fashion thing to be entrepreneur, but what it is for me very interesting, it is that is working in a new way to work, using the old tools, so not addressing to, like, let's say, the new virtual economy where we are just selling ideas, but is building a company, is showing the job that is doing day by day on documenting, and is not just speaking. There are a lot of mentors in YouTube and everywhere in the net who they are speaking. And at the end of the day, you watch them and you say, okay, you are explaining me so much how to build a business, but you didn't build a real business by yourself. Maybe you build a consulting business, but you didn't selling things. You're not selling stuffs. What he's doing himself, it is like putting the web, creating a reputation of him, making personal branding, but the 80% of his job, I don't know basically the percentage, but I think that the big part of his job, it is to creating, to really building, to really doing stuff. So, and one thing that he was suggesting to the new entrepreneur, the new guy in the business, he was saying, oh, the only regret I have, it is that where I was young, where I was at the start of my business, I didn't document the process. He just took the big business and then is documenting the way you do. He say, I would have liked to, oh, my English is not perfect. I would have liked to document from the very start of the business. So what they're trying to do, it is this. It is to make LiveDinner branding, it is to make a little bit of personal branding, and it is most than all to document the process that we are going through. So I hope, Vicky, that in 2 years we will be a much bigger company, and we will look all this process, and we will like have fun on watching that. So that is even not for you, it's for us. So I was like in the old time where you were making picture or making video and then watching with the whole family. So it is of course for you, but it is as well for us. Yes, I wanted to document the process. No, I'm sure about that. Okay. So, the first thing who catch my attention on watching this guy, it was the way why I explained you have to document. Okay. And one tricky thing, it is that it is of course a big advantage to be on camera, to explain to everyone what you are doing and so on. But of course, it is tricky because you became very, very transparent.
Okay.
And this thing, it forces you to be accountable. What I mean, if from tomorrow we will start to do shit, to do very shit in the mean that to do bad our works, to mess up things, people that they are looking to us right now, we will be accountable to them. So they will say, oh, it's not more interesting, it's not more, they are working bad, so this project is not interesting. So the fact that to put our face on the camera, I think that it will force us to do better. It will put higher the expectation of our company. It will put higher the expectation of the little team that we are now. Now we are 6 persons. It will put higher the expectation of our follower. So I think it is very, very, very interesting operation what we are trying to make.
Yeah.
So that was the first suggest that I'm trying to put ideas into execution. So just to don't make that the idea are shit without execution. So we started to document. The other thing that I really liked in the speaks, the material, the content that this guy is putting out on the web, it is that very often he speak about two things that appear to be opposite, but in reality they are pushing in the same direction. For example, one sentence I really like so much about his way to propose his idea, it is that there are so many ways to win.
Oh.
I like this thing very, very, very much. What does it mean? There are so many ways to win. Every time I say, if I take my experience as a poker player, as a rugby coach, and so on, I see that, for example, let's say in sport, you can winning on being by offense, you can win on be by defense, you can win on play a fast game, you can win on play a slow game. What is really, really important, it is to find your way to win. And no, I really like this thing, because, for example, I was thinking about how we do things. No, is it the only way we could do things? I don't think so. No. I think that there are a lot, millions of ways to obtain good results. You can be very greedy, you can be spare all the money of your life and then at the end of the day have a big amount of money. You can be invest everything every 5 minutes and so on, and watching for new opportunities and so on. You can be empathetic with people. You can be managing a business by fear, I don't think is a good way to win. It's not the way I want it to be. But at the end of the day, there are really many ways to win. I think every one of us should make the big efforts to find his own way to do things, his own way to be happy, his own way to win. If I look, as I said, I'm rugby coach, I am an entrepreneur, and I am a poker player. These are the 3 big things of my life.
Checklist.
Yeah.
A long checklist.
Yes. But those are the 3 things that I think that without taking consideration my family, those things are the things that affected at most my life. So if I take poker again, I spoke about sports. If I take in the poker again, it is the same. You can win using a very aggressive game. You can bluff. You can be more focused on mathematics. You can be more focused on psychologically. So there are so much aspects, so much way to win, that you have to find your strongness and double up, triple up, quadruple up on your strongness. That's what I like. And increase your weakness. Increase your weakness step by step without to stress too much about your weakness, but triple up on your strongness. For example, you know me very, very good. I'm so bad in, okay, for example, now I became accountable, I became transparent, I tell to everyone. I'm so bad on accountancy, I'm so bad on paperwork, on take shit in order and so on. That is not where I'm focusing. I'm asking you to do this job.
Of course.
But where I'm focusing, it is on communicating, on selling stuffs, on. So that's where I think it is my way to win, to use the strategy to triple up, to push where you are good at. And when I'm watching those videos about this guy, about this Gary Vaynerchuk, he's saying basically the same things. So I liked it very much. I really suggest you to watch his content. And mine, of course.
Of course. So we have a question
Camille. Oh, our friend Camille.
France.
From France.
With so much transparency, aren't you afraid someone stole your ideas?
No. Bonjour Camille. Bonjour Camille. Thank you very much to make this question to me, because I like it very, very much. No, I'm really not afraid that someone stole my idea. I would, and there are different motivation on that. First, even if someone would think that that is a good idea, ideas are shit without execution. And steps that take to put in execution what we are doing is really not so easy. First. Second, there is place for a lot of actors in the web market. Basically, my idea, it is nothing so incredible. It is a web television using public spaces as a location to spread content. So television, it is, I think, quite an old idea. It is not me that I invented that. Even web television, it is nothing really new. What will make the difference? It is the way you will execute. And really, guys, there is space for everyone. I even suggest that if someone wants to try to do the same thing that we are doing and want to do it in partnership with us, I will be more than happy to speak about that. And I would be even very happy if it would do not in partnership with us, if we would have a competitor on that. Why? Because it will increase the attention of the brands, on the marketing of the world, on this type of advertising. Why I'm totally convinced that it will become the only way to market products like in 20 years and so on. I really don't think that in 20 years, if it's not for, let's say, a vintage fashion way, the only way of market product, it will be through the digital world, through the internet and so on. Again, coming back to the guest of our today episode, to Gary Vaynerchuk, the invisible guest we have here. Yeah, he says every time, guy, this internet shit is just started. Yeah. So it's just started. It is incredible. If I think when I was 20, it didn't existed. It didn't existed. Internet didn't existed. So this stuff didn't existed. So we are just at the start. It is really not a problem to spread ideas, and now it is quite well known that to spread ideas, make your ideas stronger. Then the big difference, it is how you execute that, and the love that you put in the work that you do. That's make the real difference. And even if I can add something on that, the way to do business today, it is to have an idea and try to raise money. We are not doing that. We are not now trying to raise money. We are trying to build a platform who will grow step by step, and who will grow in a sustainable way.
Yeah.
And maybe, for sure, if a big company will accelerate this process, it will be much stronger than us. But there is so much place in this world that it will just help us indirectly to increase. Yeah. Okay. We are not Coca-Cola, we are not Pepsi, but I think that when other type of colas came out, Coca-Cola just took an advantage of that.
Yes, of course.
So, and I'm really not a believer that, for example, there is this economy theory that the second actors that come in the market is have an edge because he find already the way open. I'm not. It depends because the first one found opportunity. The second one, of course, found a way much easier to win, let's say. But again, there is place for everyone. If you are doing the right stuff, the right move, there is really place for everyone. So, simple as that. Thank you very much for the question, Camille. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Okay. Do we have other question, or maybe you have some question, or I go on?
Go on, just
go on. Okay. The other big thing I liked. How much time we have?
I don't know, maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Oh my God! The other big things I liked when I'm watching this guy, our invisible guest, Gary Vaynerchuk, it is about self-awareness. Gary is speaking very often about self-awareness, and he's saying that if he would give a present to the humanity, give a gift to the humanity, the biggest gift he would give to people is not money, is not skill, is not passions, even if all those things are very important, but it is self-awareness. What is self-awareness? It is to understand who you are. So it is the skill, the soft skill, to understand what you are good for. So, are you good in maths? Are you good in communication? Are you good, for example, I'll make an example. It is not what do you like, because what you like, it is very easy.
Yes.
For example, I like playing basketball. I really like playing basketball. But I have the self-awareness to understand that I really cannot be LeBron James.
Yeah.
So I'm physically not made for it. Okay. I like a lot of things. I like cinema. But maybe I'm not the best talent to be a cinema director, because I'm not too much technical. I'm not a tech guy, and so on. And it is an important part of that. I like to communicate. I like to speak with people. I like to sell. I like to lead people. I like to make business, and I found it for me. But really, not everyone is for that. So maybe the biggest gift you can have, it is really to stop everything and understand what I'm for. So where I'm good, what I'm good at, and from there start. And there are so many ways to be part of and doing the things you love, where you understood who you are. So, but first thing, it is to understand who you are, and from there start on doing a thing that you like, and then maybe you'll be happy. So simple as that.
Yeah, simple. Also, Camille,
think about that. What do you like, Vicky?
I like a lot of things.
Maybe when you will understand, you will leave the company. But it's good. But it's good. Yeah. It's good. If you understand that your place is not here, I would be sad as hell, but it would be good for you. So, or maybe you can grow, you Victoria, but I'm speaking about every people.
Yeah.
You can grow and develop your stuff inside of a project.
Yeah.
Is really not needed that everyone is an entrepreneur. Is really not needed that everyone want to become a football star. Is even maybe you like football, you love so much football. Football is your life and so on. Not you, I know. Football is your life and so on. Okay, maybe you cannot be Messi, but you can be a physiotherapist in Football Club Barcelona. You can be a journalist. You can be a coach. You can be a manager. You can be a blogger. You can take your camera and you can do a blog on that, and you will be happy as hell, and you will make more money than on be, let's say, second league football players, because you are not so good at that.
No.
Because you are good, but not so good. But maybe you are much better on writing. So
Of course.
try to understand your stuffs.
I try. I try. So, Camille, I like your vision. You'll be my Gary Vaynerchuk.
I love you, Camille. Okay, guys. Maybe you saw that we are getting question just from Camille that we love so much. So please, if someone is watching, friends, make question, because I really will be very, very happy to answer. But it's not a problem. Camille, I try, of course, I make a joke, but I try to answer to your question. To tell you the truth, I really would like to inspire someone. I really hope that someone that is watching this video will take something from what I'm doing. But what I'm much more interested into, it is really to document the work that we are doing, and yes. So if from that there will be some way, some moment, and someone will be inspired on the talk that we are going to do weekly. So really happy about that. Really happy.
Of course. So.
Yes, the last thing I want to say.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to say.
3 minutes.
I have 3 minutes. Okay, I have 3 minutes. The last thing I want to say, it is, I think, the most important piece of content that I got from this guy, from this Gary Vaynerchuk. It is that he's trying to build. There are much way to win, as we say. You can win on offense, you can win on defense, you can win on be an asshole in a enterprise. There are so many head of CEO of companies that they are really assholes, and so but you can try to win using empathy. You can try to win and be kind with people. Really, there is no rule. There is no rule who said that your boss should be an asshole. There is no rule that say, is your boss an asshole? There is no way that it should be like that. So what I really would try to do, and it is not every time easy, and even maybe when you understand, you think you are trying, but you are not getting that, to build on empathy, on understanding people, on being kind of people, on yeah, I think that if we see the short term, maybe it can seem sometimes that it is not paying out. But if you look at the long term, it will be definitely the good way that you go in bed and you are happy about your day and so on. And anyway, I think it is the easiest way to win.
Yes.
But not the only one. But I think that it is the easiest. Even when I'm I will tell a secret. When I'm scheduling my day, I have a little writing. I write down in my head. It was a sentence: take care. So what does it mean? That at the end of the day, when I'm watching all my activities and so on, I say, take care. Oh fuck, did I take care about someone in a special way today? And if not, then I think, what I can do. It is like a training, like a training. You know, if you go into the gym, you have to train your muscle and so on, and you have to do it daily. So about sharing empathy, I think you have to train that, because if you are, especially if you are like a little bit a dick, you have to train it, because you can change. So and you put in your daily schedule, take care, and you say, did I take care to someone today especially? Of course, not every time the same person, but it can be your wife, it can be your husband, it can be a worker, it can be a colleague, it can be a friend that you don't speak with from a lot of time. For example, sometimes I go take care. What I can do? I go on Facebook, I write a message to a friend that I don't speak with since a lot of time, and so on, and without expecting something in return. But it pays. It really pays. It really pays out. So that's my suggestion of the day.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you. Sorry for not letting you speak so much. I was like just running, but
it's the DanPat journey.
It's the DanPat journey. Thank Vika. Okay.
So.
See you next week. There will be surprise. You will listen me to speak maybe in some different languages, and so stay tuned.
So thank you guys, and see you the next week.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.